What's up everyone? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Welcome to some Horizon 5, and in today's video I get to try some of the crazy and weird tunes that you guys have sent me. And in today's video I actually picked out two cars that are just very weird. They're just weird cars in general, and the tunes that you gave me are also very weird for them. So I wanted to try these out because I love doing weird things in this game. It's a lot more fun than doing what's expected, like taking a race car out racing, or taking a car that's built for drifting, like a Formula Drift car, and take it out drifting. It's always more fun when you have a car that's not built for something and someone in the game has built it for something. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. So basically I'm going to start off with a car that's just... First of all, it's a car that I've never driven. I love doing that. I love just picking cars that I've never driven. So this is a Ford GT70. So this is what the build is for. As you can see, never driven this thing before in my entire life, but someone has created an A-class version of this car, all-road, and it said it's nice off-road tune with good grip. I just want to see how good it is with your driving style. So I'm going to try the Ford GT70 and see what this thing is actually like to drive now with this person's tune that he has sent me over. It looks cool. At the same time, it just looks a little odd, but it looks kind of cool, right? Again, it's just a car that I've never driven. It sounds good from the inside. Very mechanical gear change, you can just hear it. So is this car like a... Was this like a dedicated like rally car that they've created back in the day? Is that what this car actually was? Man, this thing just doesn't slow down. Okay, fair enough. Anyway, I'm guessing. I don't know. By the looks of things, it comes with rally tires and everything. And it looks like it's a race car, because even the fuel filler cap is on the side. You even have like emergency latches and everything everywhere. So I'm guessing this is basically just a... Is it a homologation car from a rally car from real life? Or is it just straight up a rally car from real life? That's in the game. I don't even know, to be honest with you. I really don't. But let's go download this person's tune that he has sent me for this thing. And let's see what it's like. Like I said, it's for A-class, like you said. And it should be fun. So... share code 607374904. Boom. Send it. A-class. Nice. It's got race suspension. I probably can't put the rally suspension on it. It's got 341 horsepower, 410 newton meters of torque, weighs 735 kilos, so it's lighter. And it's got all-wheel drive, so launch is better, acceleration is much better, braking is much better, off-road is much better. Off-road ability is very similar to what it was before. Speed is obviously better because it has more power, and on-road handling is worse, which is fun because we don't care about that. Okay, let's give it a shot. So this is a fairly small, light little car that has a decent amount of power. I think the Caldera Scramble is good to test this car out on. But I think I have a very quick A-class car that's been on the Caldera Scramble. So I don't know how this is going to go compared to that. But we'll select whatever it is that I have here. So let's have a look. What's the car that I've brought around this track? The Caterham. So the Caterham was one of the very quick cars that I've brought around this track. So let's select that as my ghost and see how close I can get to that, because this is well into the top 1000s, and let's see if this car is capable of getting anywhere near that with the way this person has tuned it. Let's have a quick look. I love the Caldera Scramble because it's so small. So for like these like small and light little cars, like these little rally cars, I love this track for them, because I feel like it just it's just good for them, right? Like, it's easy to get around, you get to keep up your speed as much as you possibly can. It's perfect for the car. Okay, gear ratios are actually tuned very nicely. Short. A little too fast there, that's fine. I'm gonna try to get the feel of this thing the first couple of laps, of course. Too fast there as well. I actually like the way this drives. This is really nice. I know I'm crashing into walls and that, but I'm just kind of pushing it. Especially the tires. The tires are the ones that I'm pushing as far as I possibly can, just to see where the grip ends. But it's nice. I actually quite like this already. It's not faster than the Caterham by the looks of things. Faster than the Caterham, but kind of out-handled the Caterham. was a crash. For those corners, it's pretty much identical to the Caterham. Here, I'm even catching up to the Caterham slightly. Okay. Weird. Okay, kind of off-road. Kind of off the trail there, but I'm trying to keep my speed up as much as I possibly can for the next lap, you know? But I think I was even slower than the last time. Those rocks absolutely ruined me. I think I can go slightly sideways and I should be fine. Also, there's still rocks that I haven't crashed into to move out of the way, pretty much. It's not a bad car. It's not a bad car, but I definitely wouldn't rate this thing as being, like, up there, you know, with, like, some of the best cars. Like, the Caterham's a very good car for this. Obviously, there's better cars than a Caterham for this, but this is not one of them by the looks of things. If I go a little bit faster, I'm just going to end up sliding with these tires. So I don't know what else I could possibly do. Handling-wise is fine. I like the handling. I think the acceleration is good as well with the gear ratios that it has and everything. I just don't think it's fast enough compared to the Caterham, and I don't think it handles as well as the Caterham as well. Brakes seem worse as well compared to the Caterham. And that's like, what was that? Top 600 car? Top 500 car? On this track? It's not like it's much slower, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not like 10 seconds slower than it, but I have like 3 or 4 seconds, right? Or 2 or 3 seconds. Oh, I messed that corner up so badly. I messed that corner up so badly. Yeah, that corner, like the Caterham, that's just so much more grip and stability. And I can see how much faster I'm going. See, even here as well, like, I feel like I should be able to throw this thing a little sideways and kind of catch grip and push myself out of the corners, except it just doesn't want to do it. I can't believe it took me 14 laps to beat my PB, and it was a flag time as well, so it took me 14 laps to get a clean lap. That was a little faster than it. Like, it's not a terrible car, but it's definitely not like up there, you know what I mean? Like, even my driving with the Caterham wasn't that good, but I'm gonna leave it alone. I can't be arsed. I've played with this thing a lot now. It's okay. There's nothing special about it, you know? It's not very fast. I mean, it's a quirky little car, but, I mean, I don't know. And I can see that the car was actually made for these types of tracks because they were super short gear ratios as well, so... I mean, when you guys build your cars, you test them, like, on any of the tracks. Like, if you test them out and you see... Like, as long as they're, like, quirky and stuff like that, you know, it's fine. But, like, if you build something like this... Test them out, boys. Test them out. Bring them out on a track. See if you can get anywhere near anywhere near like top 500 or top 1000 or whatever it is, because you guys usually send me the builds. I'm pretty sure the Caterham build is also someone's tune that you've sent me, so compare them with other people's tunes if you want to send me something good. Because I'm guessing this was supposed to be somewhat competitive, right? Because you did say that it has good grip, which it does. It's a nice off-road tune with good grip. That's literally what okay, I'm reading the Discord message. So it is technically what this guy says, but it's just not that good. It's just not. It's not up there. Like what did I get? I got, what was it, like a 42.7, right? 42.7. I want to see if it's at least a top 1000 tune. Is it at least a top 1000 tune? Wait, what am I looking at here? Oh wait, I'm on the wrong track. I'm an idiot. I am an idiot. So you go to where I am on this leaderboard. Select myself, and if I scroll down, like 42.7. It's, I don't even think it's a top 1000 tune. See what I mean? Like, I have to scroll so far. Yeah, it's not a top 1000 tune. So definitely mess around with your cars and see if it's able to get anywhere up here. Like even an Evo's up here is like it got a higher score. Even one of these, even one of those crappy things did it as well. Lotus Elise, you can see some of the crazy cars that are up here. 105. But yeah, definitely try something else and let me know, because there will definitely be some random cars that will be up here, like the Opel Manta, like this guy did, a 42.6. You'll have just random cars that will end up being up to the Ford Supervan. Like, come on. You'll just have random cars that will be up on the leaderboard. So if you can't get a top 1000, then like, don't send over the tune. Like, if you're testing cars out on stuff like this, especially on this car was built, I guarantee you this car was built like for this track, because it seems like it. It seems like with the short gear ratios and everything, it seems like this car was definitely built on like for a small tight track. And it's not a bad car, like I said, it's just not that good. Okay. Bit of a disappointing start to the video. Let's try something else. But it is a quirky car that I've never driven, so that's why it kind of grabbed my attention and I wanted to drive it. Because it is a little weird. Alright, anyway, let's try something else. Alright, the next one is definitely a quirky one. It's for the AMC Gremlin. Where is it? The AMC Gremlin X. There it is, right here. I've never driven this thing. It's a weird looking thing. This is like America's attempt at a hatchback. Look at it. It's so ugly. It is so ugly. I love it. I love it. I love how ugly it is. Basically, this guy built one of these things for the Golden Toge. So he built it for racing. He says, it works wonder for him, has an immense amount of grip and just enough power to pull through corners and make use of the straights. And then he gave me the shake code. Well, he said it works good, it works wonders for him. But I mean, I swear to God, if this guy sent me a tune and this thing is ass, but he ended up sending it to me because it works wonders for him. Someone sent me a tune actually, right? Someone ended up sending me a tune. And he said, oh, I'll see if I can try and find it. I'm not gonna pick it, but I want to try to see if I can try and find this tune. So he sent me a tune for a Skyline, right? He sent me a tune for a Skyline, I think this is the R30 or the R31. And he said it's an A-class tune made for the Golden Toge and with good build to drive, right? And he goes to me, he was able to set a time of 5 minutes and 21 seconds. 5 minutes and 21 seconds is almost a whole minute slower than what the fastest A-class car is on the Golden Toge. That is a terrible tune. That won't make me pick it. Why would I want to pick something so terrible to drive? You know what I mean? Well, let's see if this is like that as well. So share code for this. 174297419. That is the share code for the Gremlin. Let's see. For the Golden Toge. It's all-wheel drive, 415 horsepower. Race tire compound. Okay. Let's Let's see. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have high hopes for this. I really don't. But I hope it's good. I honestly hope it's good. It looks funny. It looks funny. Alright, golden tollgate time, boys. Golden tollgate time. Everyone wants the shot at the golden tollgate. I love that this track has just become a thing now where I just go test out people's tunes on them because they just love to send me stuff for the golden tollgate. Which I don't really mind, because it's a nice, tight and technical track, you know, and it's fun to try and drive people's cars on this track, but I feel like everybody in the, I guess the Discord server loves competing with this, because there is a leaderboard as well on the Golden Tollgate map for all the cars. So the cars mostly sit at around 446, 447. That's kind of like the mid-range for A-class cars. So around 446 is where I would consider this to be like a very mid A-class car. As soon as we start getting into the 430s though, that is at the top of the class. I mean, I've built something really fast when it came to A-class cars, but it's not on that list, and it's an Alpine. And I'm not going to put it on the list because the list is mostly for people's tunes that they've sent me. But if I see it go faster than the 430s, then I'm very impressed with this car. Super impressed. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? One thing, I'm gonna restart this. I love the way they put like what was it, a 5-liter V8 in this thing as well as a hatchback. I'm gonna put on sim steering because usually cars drive better with sim steering, and plus the people that tune these cars usually have it on. So let's give it a shot and see if I'm able to do anything here. Okay. Literally has, like, the suspension is so stiff. My god. That was weird. I bounced, like, the first bounce I was like, you know what, maybe I just hit the car off the ramp itself, and then when I start bouncing off the thing there, I was like, this thing has just rocks in its suspension. Oh my god, why'd you make it so stiff? Also, that wing mirror is absolutely... Why is it in the middle of my windscreen? Who would design this? It understeers a little bit. Okay, brakes are better. I thought the brakes were gonna be bad, but the brakes aren't actually that bad. I think it's just... it's a bit too stiff. The way to fix this is the balance between the front and the rear. I don't know which... oh my god. It has good acceleration, but it just understeers a lot. This thing needs more power going to the rear wheels and needs a softer front end. Significantly softer front end. Try and get rid of that understeer. Softer front end, stiffer rear end. If the suspension is very stiff on the rear, just leave it alone and just soften the front end. Springs and dampers a lot. You should get rid of that and make it a little bit more oversteering. Or a little bit more balanced, I guess, because it doesn't need to be oversteer, it just needs to be more balanced. Whereas right now it's kind of tilting towards the car understeering quite a bit. The reason why I had doubts on this thing is because he said make the most of the straights, I guess, or make a lot of use of the straights. Meaning that around the corners is gonna be terrible. That's what popped into my head when he said that. It's not terrible. Jesus. god. I'm trying to get it to like go as quickly as I can around the corners. I'm gonna do like 2 runs with it though. I think just to give it a chance. So I'll see what sort of time I can get now. I like how this is small enough that I can have the confidence to just fly through the gap pretty easy. But I don't have the confidence to go around these corners flat out, which I should be able to. See the way it like understeers when I started accelerating again through that corner? Especially if you built it like this, you should definitely have more power going to the rear wheels and have the front end grip up more. So my back end pushes me out of the corners instead of the front end pulling me out of the corners, if that makes sense. A little tap off the wall there, that's okay. Minor mistake. We'll do one more lap afterwards and hopefully I won't make any mistakes or make much less mistakes. Kind of, this one's just more like a try to get used to the car sort of thing. Oh, I was scared to go flat out there. And good thing I didn't, because I would have ate that wall fully. Okay. It's an incredibly mid car. It is an incredibly mid car. 445.897. Okay. I think I can make slightly less mistakes. I can probably put this thing into low 440s. Okay, let's try again. Let's try again. I'll do one more run, and you guys will probably just see the exterior view of this thing, but I'm gonna try again and try and fix some of the mistakes. Now that I know how this thing drives, try and adapt the way I drive to it. I told you I could do a low 440s. Literally a 440. Okay. The way I started driving this thing a little differently now. Basically what I was doing, you'll probably be able to see now in the replay. I kind of made it handle like the way... Well, not made it handle, but like I kind of drove it as if a front wheel drive. As if I was driving a front wheel drive car. So I was going into the corners. I realized that this thing actually does quite a bit of lift off oversteer. So I would lift off oversteer. Basically, lift off. Back end would kind of come around a little bit. That's the only way I could get it to oversteer. And then I would just accelerate out of corners, kind of with my wheels pretty much in a straight line, kind of pulling me out of the corners. Literally driving this thing like a front wheel drive car is being driven. And I don't like doing that because I feel like it's slower than having the back end push me around the corner. And I kind of control it a little bit with my throttle and my steering. But I guess that works for this car, kind of like driving it like a front wheel drive car. But it just seems, I don't know, counterproductive, especially since you made it all-wheel drive. And that's kind of it. Right? That's pretty much the only difference here. What I do really like about this car is that it has a stupid amount of torque. Like, you can be in the wrong gear and still be accelerating almost at the same rate as if you'd be in the correct gear. Like, let's say if I'd go around the corner in 4th instead of in 3rd gear, I'd still be accelerating at almost the exact same speed. And maybe even a little bit better because I don't kind of understeer, right? It doesn't pull me out of the corner too quickly. Whereas 4th gear, it would kind of like just gradually pull me out of the corner at a nice rate. Again, I feel like it understeers a bit too much. I feel like you could do a lot better with the tune, make it a little bit quicker. But overall, it's actually not a terrible car. It's above mid. Let's just put it like that. It's just an above mid car. It's a very weird car, first of all, to do a build with. Super weird thing. But I think it's good. It's good enough to the point that I can call it a good car. It's not a great car. It's not an amazing car. But it's also not a bad car. Very mid tunes this week for the builds. I'm not gonna lie. Even the off-road rally tune or whatever that we had before with the GT70, very mid tune. this one is also a very mid-tune for this track. Like, I feel like you could definitely build this thing a lot better and make it drive better. Like I said, if you soften the front end a little bit and make the rear end slightly stiffer, maybe work with the camber as well and try to see if you can get it to camber and toe as well. Try to see if you can get it to kind of rotate a little bit better when you're in the middle of a corner. Basically making it so the back end is just about to step out and, you know, start sliding. Make it so you can get to that point, because I feel like it's so much easier to control cars like that and be able to push them out of the corner is so much better if your back end is like on the verge of going into a slide. I don't know, I just feel like it's so much more natural like that. Obviously don't do it so like you can jump into a slide without wanting to, but just have that balance there, especially if you build the car that's all-wheel drive. Definitely make it so the back end has more grip. Like, give it more, sorry, not more grip, more power. So definitely change the torque distribution so you have more power going to the rear wheels than to the front wheels when you're building all-wheel drive cars. Don't have it so it's like 60-40 or like 50-50 or even sometimes 30-70 is still not enough of a split. Make it go like 80-85% going to the rear wheels, and sometimes it'll drive better. But again, it's all dependent on the cars. It's dependent on the width of the tires as well. It's dependent on basically how heavy this engine is. It's probably still got the 5-wheeler VA that's already in this thing. Like, the front end is probably super heavy in this thing. That's probably why it understeers. So maybe try a different engine. Maybe engine swap it with a smaller engine, slightly lighter engine. You'll probably get the balance of the car to be more 50-50. You know what I mean? But I think this is fairly heavy front end with this car. That's probably why I feel like it understeers quite a bit. I don't know if it's just a tune that this guy has made. Maybe it understeers even worse. Maybe he's made it understeer less now with this. But yeah, this engine definitely is a stupidly heavy thing to put in a car like this. I mean, this thing weighs about a ton, right? I think, if I remember correctly, it weighs like 1,000 kilos, and I'm pretty sure that engine is like half the weight of the car itself. So, yeah, I think that's it. It's an above mid car. We'll call it a good car. We'll call it a good car. But that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you want to see more videos like this on the channel, of course subscribe, like this video, comment on it, do whatever it is you guys want to do. But yeah, I guess that's it. Again, thank you for watching, everybody, and I will see you in the next one. What was the final time of this thing? 440? 440 what? 440 point... Come on. 440.498. So, yeah. It's closer to a 439 than it is to a 441. Yeah, it's an interesting car. It's an interesting car. But I still think you can build it a lot better than this. Alright, boys. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.